Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of a drunken degenerate watching the National Football League.
Hi everybody, King here. I have no idea what's going on. I have no way to watch the game, and I can't even hear anything. I don't know if you guys are even able to hear me or not in here. Give me a second. Trying to figure everything out here. Jimbo's not joining us. He's abandoned the stream yet again. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Give me a second and see. Let me see what I can find out here. And why I all of a sudden can't hear anything. I don't know why nothing is coming through, at least on my end. Like I can't even hear the stream. The game. Hello, check. Yeah, see, nothing's coming through, and I'm not sure why. And for some reason, the stream I had for the game is not here now. So now I have to try to find it somewhere else. Give me a second. I'll try to find out what the fuck is going on. Okay, hold on. So I do see something here. Giants are going to kick the ball off here to the Chargers. They get the ball first here. Let me make sure this is the first quarter. Oh, what a fucking mess this has been. I have no idea if you guys can even hear me or not. Let me get the possession over here. I'm trying to hear the game. And unfortunately, it is not coming through. I don't know why nothing is coming through the speakers here. Oh, because this is all kinds of messed up. I don't know why this is where it is.
There is a new right guard for the Chargers today.
There we go. Whatever reason, there was a change in that.
Former Jet who left Philadelphia was injured last week with a concussion. Jamari Salyer will be taking his place.
Well, you see right there, Mekhi Becton is out, as you said. Last week, though, the right side of the line was mainly responsible for those.
All right, so now I think we've got everything hopefully pretty much set up and ready to go.
Gadsden in motion. Herbert to the air with a first down and 10. And up the middle he goes.
Herbert, he throws for up until the 39-yard line. That looks like that's going to be a first down or second down, sorry, for the Chargers coming up here. I think you guys can hear me now. So let me go ahead and fix this. Let me get this over here so you don't hear an echo from me.
We asked him this week, we're like, what's the difference from what happened in Chicago last year? He said, listen, I'm back with my guy. I'm back with Justin. And watch how he comes back to the ball. Young receivers come back to the football. Defender can't get there if you're working your way
why
back
is
to
that
the ball.
playing? Hold on.
Second and 6.
This is playing when it shouldn't.
Stoned right there. Hit by a host
now I got to
defenders
see what I got
coming
wrong
through
here.
to make the stop. And one of the best in the business on the line for the G-men.
Nope, that's still not.
And too far outside, so Burns was able to get to that inside and get pressure in the back.
Because I got to do that. Okay, now I think we're okay. Jesus Christ.
On quarterbacks, and they do it a lot of times with their front four, so that means they're dropping 7.
Okay, I think we're okay now. And this game just restarted for some reason. Again, this has been an absolute disaster class right now, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on in the Giants game. Glad to be with you here as State Tuned Sports getting ready to watch the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers here. 4th and 7. Giants defense holds the Chargers. So we're going to see Jaxson Dart come out here and start his first drive. Jesus fucking Christ. Fair caught at the 10 or 11 yard line there by Oslowski. And the crowd goes ape shit for Jaxson Dart. And I know that little bit there of losing all control about what was going on. The other game went late, so I didn't have a chance to really get everything going here. Oh. There we go. Fix that. Do this. Slot preview. Here we go. Jaxson Dart. His first play from scrimmage. Handoff to Skidaboo. And he's going to get up to the 16-yard line. I have no idea if I'm even on the air or not. Pass over to Neighbors, incomplete, but there's a flag down. They're going to call face guarding. Pass interference. Thank you, Pepper Jack. Thank you for saying you can hear me. Thank you. That again, I don't know what happened. I don't know why the sound setting all of a sudden on my computer changed out of nowhere for no reason. That was weird. But we got confirmation from the beautiful, the wonderful, the sexy, the wonderful Pepper Jack, who, God bless her, was trying to make breakfast in the kitchen, where I also kind of have my studio, which is kind of a real, you know, when you're poor, you kind of do what you got to do. And I'm losing my shit because I don't know what's going on. And she's over there trying to calmly make breakfast. She's the best. She's the most wonderful person in the world. Thank you, Papa Jack. We love you. 2nd and 8 coming up here for Jaxson Dart. Looks, throws to Neighbors. And that's going to be about a yard short of the first down for the Giants. 3rd and 1 upcoming. We'll see if the Giants can go ahead and convert here. I would imagine we're going to get some Scatabo here if I'm going to be honest, as the stream freezes. So I have no idea what the Giants are going to do or not do, because we have a stream here that just does not want to work. So you people know more about what is happening currently than I do. And we still don't have one. And it looks like the Giants got a first down. Scatabo did indeed give the Giants a first down. So we'll see if this will even work or not. Who knows? This has been a day. It's already been a day, and it's going to continue to be a day apparently. Scatabo again, and that's a first down and more as he gets into the Chargers territory down to the 45-yard line. Another first down for the Giants, and Skidaboo. So the Giants making some moves here already, looking good on this opening drive after stopping the Chargers defensively on their first drive. And I still have it listed as the Chargers. Again, losing my mind here. I have no idea what's going on. Here we go. I know that's not good for somebody to admit they don't know what's going on. But then again, nobody watches us, so it doesn't fucking matter what I do. Dart, he's going to pull it down, run it himself, and he's going to get 9 yards on that quarterback design run. The Giants crowd roars in approval. 2nd and 1 from the Chargers 32. Another designed run for Dart, and he's going to get 4 yards on that carry. First down, Giants. The Eagles block a punt and return it for a touchdown down in Tampa Bay. Early lead for the Eagles, 7-0. Dart back to throw, looks, completes it to Neighbors down at the 15-yard line. First down, Giants. Could be announcer's jinx. Kevin Harlan, who we love, though, says the Chargers have not allowed a first quarter touchdown all year. Could the Giants be the team to do that? My screen is gone gray. Again, I can't catch a break at all, but that's okay. I'm used to not catching breaks in life. Let's see. Can we get the stream to work again? What happened in this play? Jaxson Dart was a designed run all the way down. Oh, it was a touchdown. I missed a fucking touchdown. Touchdown, Giants. Holy shit. That's great. That's great. Thank you very much for that. So the Giants opening drive, and they do break the Chargers' streak of not having a first quarter touchdown. And the Giants lead 7-0 after a great opening drive there from Jaxson Dart, which I missed because the fucking stream doesn't work. Couldn't get a local thing to work. Nothing fucking works. Cats and dogs living together. Fucking mass hysteria. I'm fucking... Can't even be happy. I can't even be happy about Jaxson Dart leading the Giants to a touchdown because I didn't fucking say it. Because nothing fucking works. Great to have everybody with us. If you're even nobody watches us, so it doesn't fucking matter. My name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so much for joining us here. We were supposed to have Jimbo here. He's still feeling under the weather, so he's going to rest up and not join us all day today. So it's just me again and my technological problems and me losing my mind and doing it all for 2 or 3 people to watch us. So it's fantastic. Thank you so much. ELS, he's one of us there, though. He's there with us. He joins us. He says, touchdown, Giants. Start with his first career touchdown. Running it in. Wide open there. So he had a great first drive. Connected with Neighbors a couple of times. Scatterbo looked great. And, again, Dart had a couple of design runs there, including the end, which got him into the end zone, which I unfortunately was missing. You know, you notice the stream stays on for all the commercials, just not for when the action's actually on there. So Giants lead 7-0 against the Chargers, and now the Chargers will get their second possession of the game. In case you ever wanted to see somebody lose their goddamn mind live on YouTube, you're watching it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, my name is King. If you want to help us out, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you're here, it would help us out. Crafty in the chat says, how long before Jaxson becomes the standard spelling of Jason in New York? Listen, if Jaxson Dart has any sort of success with the New York Giants, you're going to see a bunch of kids all of a sudden with that Jaxson name. By the way, what a fucking name. First of all, if you look at the guy, and I heard people talking about this too, like he looks out of central casting for like the 80s asshole villain in high school. Like he looks like an 80s high school asshole villain from like 16 Candles or like one of those ski movies where we got to ski to save the club. And he's like, I'm going to out-ski you guys. Like he looks like that. Plus the name, Jaxson Dart with the X. Like the guy's from central casting. But if he leads the Giants to victory, I'm okay with it. And right now, again, it's a big first. The Giants are the first team all year to score a first quarter touchdown against the Chargers goal. So we'll see how this goes for the Giants. But the crowd is alive. The crowd is electric. They're happy to see this kid, and it wasn't a bust. 9 plays, 89 yards, and Jaxson Dart got a 15-yard rushing touchdown after he had completed that pass to Malik Neighbors for a first down at the 15-yard line. That was the last play I was able to see on the stream. Here's the kick. Got at the 1 here by the Chargers. They return it to the 20, to the 25, to the 26-yard line, maybe the 27. It depends on where they decide to spot it. And that is where Justin Herbert and the Chargers will start. Finish that cup of coffee. I might need to get some Jägermeister in me because I'm losing my goddamn mind. He was 2 for 2, 20 yards, 28 yards rushing. More with his legs than anything else. We see Jameis Winston dressed on the sidelines. Herbert back, throws incomplete. Crafty in the chat says, I feel as though his parents couldn't decide between Jackson, Jackson, or Jason for a name, so they just, you know what it is? It's that like white suburban kind of like the liberal soccer mom that they you have Jackson or Jaden, but it's like but it's Jaden with a Y, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? That's going to be thrown, caught at the 30-yard line, gain of about 4 yards for the Chargers, but no further. We're going to get about 3rd and 6 upcoming here for the Chargers. That was Quentin Johnson with the reception. So here we go. 3rd and 6. Herbert back. Looking, has time. Throws. That ball is tipped. Incomplete. Tipped at the line. Incomplete. It's going to be the second 3rd and out for the Chargers. Crafty saying, though, that they were bailed out by the referees. I didn't see a flag down. Now there is a flag down. What's going on here? They're saying before illegal contact, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. What a bullshit call. They bailed out Herbert. They couldn't even fucking identify the player. So 1st and 10 now from just inside the 35-yard line. And we've got another flag. Holding on the offense. So now it's going to be 1st and 15, back from where they fucking were. Crafty, they're saying that it doesn't matter that the ball was tipped because the foul occurred before the pass was thrown. So it doesn't matter if it was tipped. And, it's illegal contact. It's not pass interference. That's the difference. Which is illegal contact on the player that was covering this player. Say the fucking number, ref. So 1st and 20. That's a 10-yard penalty, by the way. Herbert back. Throws to the back of the, in the backfield. That's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. Giants defenders trying to talk shit. I'd relax. You're 0-3. Fucking chill. O'Marion Hampton out of the backfield with the reception. Saints and Bills are indeed tied at 7, and the Saints do have the ball, although it is 1st and 46. No, okay. That's just the time. I was going to be like, what the fuck is that? No, that's 6:46 in the first quarter. The text is so tiny I can barely read it. I want to find a better scoreboard for you guys here in a second. Herbert, 2nd and 18. He's going to pull it down, but he's going to get sacked. Too bad your ass got sacked. Kayvon Thibodeau showing up and doing some kind of weird sexual dance. I'm not sure what that is. Please don't do that again. 3rd and 18 coming up here for the New York football, for the Los Angeles football Chargers, pardon me, against this New York football Giants defense. So this is going to be 3rd and 19 or 3rd and 20, depending on where they decided to spot the forward progress there. They said he got back to the line of scrimmage. Eat my ass. Herbert back there, empty backfield. Snap has all the time in the world. He's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to get the first down and more. He gets 5 yards past the sticks. First down, Chargers. Unbelievable. There's the Giants defense I know and love. There it is. Oh, yeah, you got a critical down. You got them in deep, almost a 20-yard hole before they got to the first down. Yeah, let the quarterback gain 25 yards. You fucking doofuses. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Joe Alt hurt. No, that's a big, big loss for the Chargers as he's limping off the field now. That's a bad, bad sign for the Chargers. Oh, Kayvon Thibodeau got blocked into the back of him. So 1st and 10 from the 50 now for the Chargers. Herbert looks, throws, incomplete as he was getting pressured. Keenan Allen was the intended receiver, 2nd and 10 for Herbert. Adebo with the coverage. Adebo? Adobe? I don't know. Let me see if I can increase the size of this. Oh, that screws that up. Never mind. I got to find it better. That's going to be offsides on the Giants, clearly. Abdul Carter was offsides. That's going to be a 8-yard gain anyway, so they're probably going to decline it. Just take the... I thought 51. I thought that was Carter over there. I guess they said Okirike was the one. Crafty, again, I think he's a little bit ahead of us here as I'm watching a very behind stream here. But it seems that Joe Alt is getting carted off the field, and that's not a good sign if you're a Chargers fan. Herbert throws towards the end zone, towards the sidelines. That is incomplete. 3rd and 5 upcoming. Again, Quentin Johnston was the intended receiver on that play. So the Giants have another 3rd down here against this Chargers team. Can the Chargers go ahead and convert yet again? There is Joe Alt being carted off the field. Damn, Crafty, you're way the fuck ahead of me. So here we go. 3rd and 5. Herbert takes the snap. He's looking, surveys the field, throws, incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the intended receiver. Phillips doesn't get the fucking pass interference, which he did all the other times before, and the Chargers are staying on the field. They're not punting. They're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Crafty says, I'm just watching on live TV. Yeah, I have to. I'm in New York. I'm in the New York area. But because I'm in the New York area, they won't broadcast it on streaming, like on the Fox website. It's like, no, you have to go watch it on live TV. So instead of being able to watch the game that way, they are going to punt it for a second. It looked like they weren't going to do that. So since I can't watch it on the fucking Fox app, I have to now find an alternate stream, which is always going to be like a minute or two behind. So it's fucking terrible. And that punt's going to go down to the 1.5 yard line. Jesus Christ. So the Giants are going to have 99.5 yards to go. Great special teams play there from the Chargers and their punter. So Jaxson Dart gets to start his second drive from way the fuck back there. Let me see if I can find another. Because like the Fox, I can't believe that they just fucking block. It's like, hey, like I fucking live here. Why can't I watch the, like, you know, my thing, like, why are you not allowing me to watch my fucking game? Yeah, they won't let me watch it. They will not let me watch that particular game. If I had a VPN, I could probably make it work, but that's what I don't have. Yeah, the Eagles up already 14-0. I don't like that. That's not good for me. Falcons up 10-0 on the Redskins. Panthers 6-0 up on the Patriots. I don't know if that's 2 field goals or a touchdown. I have no idea. Again, Eagles up 14-0. They had that punt blocked, return for a touchdown. Lions and Browns tied at 7. Bills now up 14-7 over the Saints. Texans 3 up over the Titans. And of course, this game that you're watching with us now, Giants 7, Chargers nothing. Earlier today on the other stream, you saw the Vikings fall to the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-21 in Dublin. Vikings played a bit of a sloppy game, but they still had a chance in the end, but could not get anything going on the final drive. And that game ended a little bit later than I was hoping it was going to, but we have that. Somebody got to him. I don't know, Crafty. Somebody got to him. So here we go. Oh, yeah, it just popped up on mine, too, now here. So they are taking this one from the New York feed. I just, yeah. Singletary. Why are you giving it to Singletary? He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Thank God. They're going to give him actually a yard gain on that one. So that's something. Get a boo. Let's see what's going to happen here on 2nd and 9 for the Giants from now the 1.5 yard line. Oh, they actually have it right at the 2. There's another handoff to Singletary. Can we stop here? Singletary is not good. Can we stop handing it to him, please? So now we have 3rd and 6 upcoming here. So here we go, 3rd and 6, 4:18, 4:17, 4:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Dart in shotgun. Takes the shot. Back. He's going to pull it down. He's telling his guys to move. Go. Caught! And that's going to be a first down for the New York Giants. Jackson was directing traffic, gets Darius Slayton to come back to him to get the ball. Good quarterback play there from Jaxson Dart. was able to keep it alive, telling his guy, hey, listen, come here. Great awareness there from Dart, and the Giants get a first down now at the 23-yard line. Dart in shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws out of the backfield to Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No further. Crafty in the chat. Yeah, that is very true. Eric Adams has he's had a few owners in his day when it comes to the politics side of things, unfortunately. So that latest thing is like, yeah. If anybody was watching the local New York broadcast, you'll know what me and Crafty are talking about. If not, politics, we try to stay off this channel. It's just funny how that popped up there. So here we go, 2nd and 10. Dart back to throw. Deep ball, and no flag? No flag? Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. That looked like there was a little bit of back and forth there. All right, that's fine. I'm fine with that not being a flag. Fine. So here we go, 3rd and 10 for the New York Giants from their own 23-yard line. Dart steps back, has decent protection, and he's going to get sacked back at the 20-yard line. And that's going to be 4th and 13, and the Giants will have to punt. So, Giants are going to get a punt here and kick it back to the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. Punt is away. That's going to go all the way back to about the 22-yard line. Chargers return it to the 30, to the 33. And that is where the Chargers will start their next drive. Crafty says that Flacco just threw a ridiculous pick in their game, the Browns and the Lions. Let me see if I can find a better scoreboard. Because that one seems very tiny. Oh, this one looks better. This one looks better. Let me see if we can use this one. Might have to refix some couple things here, but that's fine. We've done that before. All right, we'll fix that. We will fix that. Hold on. We're going to fix this. Yes, we are. We're going to fix this. Let me put that off there. Okay, we'll get that off there for a second. We're going to do this live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. So let's do... There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now let's take a look at the... see, much better. Look at that. And there we go. I think we're pretty good there. Now, as you can see, scores look a little bit better, a little clearer for everybody to see. Nice and big. Nice and big, and we can see that. And I had mentioned that before, yeah. So we have Houston up 3-0 on Tennessee. Eagles still up 14-0 on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's 3rd and 10. They're in the red zone at Philadelphia's 15-yard line, as you can see there. New England up 7-6 on Carolina. Buffalo up 14-7 on the Saints. Detroit 7-7, tied with Cleveland. And, yeah, the Falcons up 10-0 on the Redskins. They're facing a 4th and 1 from the Atlanta 10-yard line. Looking to get on the board there. Hamster, I'm sure, is super happy with his Atlanta Falcons. Caw-caw! So here we go. 1st and 10 for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be Quentin Johnson. Gets 7-yard gain on the first down. 2nd and 3 upcoming. As we take a look at Harbaugh on the sideline, trying to scheme up something here to get his Chargers going. They've had 2 punts so far in this game. They're at the 41-yard line. Herbert hands it off, and that's going to be good for a 1st down. O'Marion Hampton gets it right up the middle. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Yes, we know Mariota was starting for Washington, and Terry McLaurin was also out in that game. Washington did get the 1st down on that 4th and 1 play, though. They are now facing 2nd and goal from Atlanta's 5. The Buccaneers get a field goal in their game, so it's now 14-3. Philadelphia there. In this game, Herbert steps back. He's getting pressure from Sexy Dexy. He does roll out, gets away, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Chargers. Crafty is way ahead of me, but he's trying to tell me there's stuff coming up here. So thank you very much, Crafty. I like that you're spoiling but not spoiling. I like how you do that. That's very nice. As we look at some of these other scores as well, nothing else really going on here. The Redskins have gotten a touchdown in their game with the Falcons as they try to cut that lead from 10-0 to 10-7. 2nd and 10, empty backfield for Herbert. Herbert looks, throws. That was batted. Sexy Dexy got it. And Sexy Dexy gets it down to the 2-yard line. I thought it was batted. The camera didn't know where it was. I thought it was batted, but it was picked off by Big Sexual Dexy. Dexter Lawrence and the Giants have 1st and goal. Holy shit. Let's see what actually happened here, because the cameraman didn't know what the fuck was going on. Herbert throws. It is batted by Dexy, and then he picks it up. What great hands for a big man. And then runs it all the way down to about the 3-yard line. Let's go! Let's go. Giants. So the Chargers... Again, another drive ends with no points, and this one has actually a turnover. What a play by Sexy Dexy. They actually mark it at the 4. We got flags before the play even starts. False start on the Giants, moving back 5. So instead of being from the 4, it's going to be from the 9. Hey, Chipper! Chip says, hey, we thought you'd be crashing out for Brian saving his job. I'm not, again... If the Giants win, if the Giants carry Brian Daboll to wins, I don't give a shit, Chip. It's fine. Christian in chat says Daboll for 10 more years. Let's fucking relax. Jaxson Dart, that's a designed run, only gets a yard on that play. 2nd and goal upcoming for the Giants. Like I said, if the Giants win and it happens to save Daboll's job, we're fucking winning. I'm just never going to give Daboll credit. That's the only thing I'll do. Like I'll say, that's clearly the players are making the difference. Clearly the players are the reasons they're winning. It's definitely not the fucking coaching. That's for fucking sure. Because we've seen it. We've seen what Brian Daboll does with players that he has for coaching. So Chip. I gotta say, like, he hasn't looked bad. He's had a couple of good. He had a real great play on the last drive that unfortunately the Giants punted on, but they were facing a third and it was third and long, and he was facing pressure. He was able to roll out to the right, but he was directing traffic to the receivers, making sure that Darius Slayton, he was like, because they said Slayton was going on a go route, and he sees Slayton, he's like, no, come back, and was able to get a first down to him. So it was a really good, like, he seems to have pretty good command out there. He's got a pretty good idea. He reads the defense well. Like, for the limited amount that we've seen him, he has looked good. So I'm excited. Like, that part is good. I'm happy to see that. He's looking good. The Giants' defense is looking good for a change. And maybe that's just a little bit of the juice. They got a little juice from that and helping them out there with the whole team. They're like, hey, we've got something here. So maybe that's the case. And I'm okay with it. So again, we'll see. But again, if the Giants win, like, I'll come into the rubber room. I'll talk about it. Later on tonight after the Sunday night game. Like, if the Giants do well, if we win, lose, draw, whatever the case is, I'll come in and I'll talk about it. I'll say this, that, the other. I'll say good. But if you think I'm ever going to give Brian Daboll credit for something, that's not going to happen. Because we've seen what Brian Daboll does when he has certain talented players, but they don't fit him, and it's not fitting his way. Like this way with Jaxson Dart, it almost feels like it maybe this works for him, but that's not the sign of a good coach. A good coach is your system and your abilities. You're able to get the most out of the players you have. It's not that, I got to look for it and have all the talented players and make sure that they're all doing the right stuff. That's not a good coach. And again, we've seen. Look what Daniel Jones is doing in Indianapolis. Look at Saquon Barkley, one season with the Eagles, and he doubled the best season he ever had with the Giants in 1 year. It's bad coach, bad GM, and the players are going to end up bailing him out. Jaxson Dart might bail him out on this one. But we'll see. Oh, by the way, that was the end of the first quarter. Sorry about that. I got lost in conversation. It is the first play of the second quarter here. Second down and goal from the 7-yard line. Jaxson Dart in shotgun takes the snap. Hands off to Scatterbo! Oh! I thought he could have made it, but he ends up get undercut. So it's going to be third and goal from the 4, it appears. From the 3 or 4, somewhere around there. Crafty in the chat saying the crowd is booing Brian Daboll's play calls because Brian Daboll can't call plays and Kafka's even worse. So Jaxson Dart, again, handoff to Scatterbo, and he gets stuffed at the line. Fourth and goal, and the Giants are going to kick. Typical Giants, even with Jaxson Dart in there. Mikatame. I was wondering how you pronounce this motherfucker's name. Jude Mikatame. Mikahini Ho. Snap, hold, kick, up. Good. Giants have a 10-0 lead. Which, again, is pretty fucking incredible, considering it's the Giants. Here in this game against the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. And the Chargers, going to get that. Crafty in the chat says, that's why Brian Daboll doesn't deserve credit. Thank you. Somebody. See, me and Crafty. We're right there, buddy. We're right there. I got you. Between him and but someone's going to say that, well, Kafka's calling plays. Well, that's because Brian Daboll tried calling plays, and he fucking sucks. I kind of can't wait to go to the rubber room at the end of the day and have a nice conversation with everybody in there about what we've got going on so far. By the way, Philadelphia is still leading 14-3 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Currently, are they going to finally break that streak, break that bugaboo team curse that they have against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? We will see. Houston 6-0 over Tennessee. Only field goals there so far. We have New England up 7-6, but they're in the red zone right now. Second and goal at Carolina's 5-yard line. Cleveland losing to Detroit 10-7. Buffalo still with a 14-7 lead over the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans is at the Buffalo 49-yard line, so they're right at midfield. And the Atlanta Falcons have a 10-7 lead against Washington. ELS in the chat says, King, wait, are the Giants good today? Well, we're better than what we were. Now, again, it's not that hard when you – listen, anything's an upgrade from Russell Wilson. And we kind of knew that. Part of it, like I said, I was one of the people that was like, I'm not sure why we didn't start with Jameis Winston. Like, I don't know why we got Russell Wilson when we had already signed Jameis Winston. I don't know, maybe somebody got, maybe Daboll thought, oh, I could really get the most out of Russell Wilson. No, Mike Tomlin couldn't get anything out of him. You know, Sean Payton couldn't do anything, but I'm Brian Daboll. I'm super smart, coach. I'm the smartest guy in the room. I'll be able to get more out of Russell Wilson than those other guys, and I'll be able to show everybody how smart I am. How'd that work, Brian? The scoreboard does update automatically, so it is a little ahead. Like, so the Giants scored a field goal. I saw it on the scoreboard about 3 seconds before it actually happened. Like, more like 10 seconds before they actually scored the field goal. So that's something I got to be aware of. That's something I got to be aware of. Crafty, to the question of if the Giants good today, Crafty said, yeah, until Daboll gets involved. And that's going to be a touchback for the Giants on that, so the Chargers are going to take over. Did that go straight in the end zone? I think it did, so that'll be from the 35-yard line. Crafty, yes, the scoreboard I have up there for you guys, for me, technically is a spoiler machine because the stream that I have is so fucking lagged behind. But for some reason, Fox, the Watch Fox Sports app won't show me the Giants game, even though I live in New York. Because they're like, well, you have to watch it on TV, but my TV is all the way to the living room, and I'm all the way here, and I don't have a TV in the kitchen. Who has a TV in the fucking kitchen? What am I, Nelson Rockefeller over here? Somebody lost their fucking microphone in that game. Sorry about that. Checking out some of these other games. Not really any other movement here. Patriots just got themselves a touchdown. No. 1st and 10. Omarion Hampton gets the handoff. I'm sorry, 2nd and 4. I had missed that. I had missed the first down play, I guess. Omarion Hampton gets 5 yards on a 2nd and 4, so that's a first down for the Chargers. They get another first down. ELS wondering how Lloyd is feeling, considering that the Browns are only down 3 points currently to the Detroit Lions. Drake May ran it in. Good job, Drake May. I said Drake May's pretty good. So now New England up 14-6 on the Carolina Panthers. Hampton gets the pass out of the backfield, and that's going to be good for 12 yards. First down, Chargers, as they are now in Giants territory. Chargers looking to move the ball, to get to scoring position, looking to get something out of this drive. They've had 2 punts and an interception so far. The Chargers before this game had not given up a first quarter touchdown. The Giants are the first team to have a first quarter touchdown against the Chargers in this game, this season against the Chargers. Ladd McConkey with the reception, and he's going to get it for 11 yards. First down. Chargers really showing how they've played the last couple games here. Moving the ball here rather efficiently against this New York Giants defense, as they are now at the 31-yard line of the New York Giants. Atlanta in the red zone against the Redskins. They're at the Redskins' 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for Atlanta. So 1st and 10. Herbert back. Has time. Giants get a little bit of pressure thrown over the middle. That's going to be caught. Jaxson, the tight end, gets the reception. Good for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Chargers. The Atlanta Falcons have scored a touchdown. They are now leading 17-7 over the Washington Redskins there at the Butthole Dome in Atlanta. Hamster has got to be happy about that. So here come the Chargers now. Throw that's going to be caught. Keenan Allen gets it at about the 20-yard line, 19-yard line, 1st and 10, Chargers. $10:20 and running here in the second quarter. Thank you so much for joining us here. My name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. We're watching along here with the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego taking on the New York Football Giants of New Jersey. Right now, the Chargers just into the red zone at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20. Herbert under center. Takes the snap. He pitches it out to Omarion Hampton, and Hampton is going to get down 6 yards, but we have a flag down. Flag. And usually on those kind of plays, it will be a holding. Let's see what we got. Illegal block in the back. 10-yard penalty against the Chargers. Ladd McConkey is the guilty party. And so that's going to move the Chargers back. Well, Crafty, here's the thing. That was the thing when it came with the Falcons. Everyone's like, in order for them to feel like they're getting back to who they're supposed to be, just hand the ball off to fucking Bijan Robinson. And I think that's what they're doing. As you even said, the Falcons are having one of those, oh, wait, we have Bijan days, and that's good for them. And look at what it's doing. Don't put it all on Penix, you know. You can't put too much pressure on the Penix unless you hurt it. You don't want to hurt your Penix. You got to spread some Dijon on that. And Omarion Hampton, he's going to be stopped about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 4 yards. It looks like they're going to give a little forward progress there. So after that penalty, it's another loss of either 4 or 5 yards. They're going to say 4, 2nd and 24 now upcoming for the Chargers. Detroit's going to force, the Browns are going to force Detroit to punt the ball again from their own territory. Herbert throws. That's going to be caught by Omarion Hampton, and he's going to get about 5 yards away from the first down. 5%. Depends on the spot. They might mark him out or a little bit before that. So 3rd down. Nope, it's not. 3rd and 5. I was right. Ha. Crafty says that Penix is offering some stiff resistance today. He's really, he's having a good recovery day. Sometimes your Penix doesn't work. Like last week, the Penix didn't work at all. Today, that Penix is hard and working. From the 15, the Chargers got to get to the 10 for a 1st down. Herbert in shotgun. He's got trips to his right. Looks for it. Nope, he's going to get sacked. And there's a flag that's going to be intentional grounding. That has to be intentional grounding. Intentional grounding on Herbert. 10-yard penalty, loss of down, 4th down, upcoming. Jesus Christ. Abdul Carter doing work there. So here we go. The Chargers looking to get some points on the board here on 4th and 15. Dicker the kicker. We were talking about Penix. Now we got Dicker. Dicker, don't even know her. 43-yard attempt from the left hash. Snap, hold. Kick is up, and Dicker the kicker is usually good, and this one is. So it is a 7-point game. The Giants 10, Chargers 3, but we have a flag on the field. What do we got this time? As usual with Giants games, it's a flag fest. $15-yard penalty. It's unnecessary roughness on the Chargers, number 74. That's going to move the kickoff back to the 20-yard line. Interesting. So we'll see how that works out. Eagles have scored another touchdown, and they are swamping the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Whoopsies. I picked Tampa Bay in that game. Right now, it is 21-3. The Eagles laying it into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Houston still up 6-0 on Tennessee. New England up 14-6 on Carolina. Detroit 10, Cleveland 7. Cleveland, though, has the ball 1st and 10 inside their own 8-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 12 from their own 6. Whoopsies. Buffalo has 2nd and 10 from their own 15-yard line. They're only up 7 points on New Orleans. 14-7 in that game. Atlanta up 17-7 against Washington. Washington has 1st and 10 from Atlanta's own 41-yard line. And, of course, earlier today, the Steelers, we know, beat the Minnesota Vikings 24-21 in Dublin, Ireland, as we were here with you early in the morning for that game. Again, this is Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Sunday afternoon, watching along as the Chargers take on the New York Giants. The New York Giants currently with a 10-3 lead. ELS letting us know that he thinks Lloyd is getting nervous since the Browns' defense is so legit. We've got Dicker, we've got Penix, and now we've got that big brown D that might be causing problems in Detroit. Although right now, Detroit's defense not playing bad as well. That's a 3rd and 12 upcoming for Cleveland inside their own 6-yard line. Looking at the Statue of Liberty proudly standing inside the borders of New Jersey. It's a great New Jersey landmark, is the Statue of Liberty, as is Ellis Island. So here we go. Chargers got the kickoff now from their own 20-yard line. So it still has to reach the 20-yard line. So there is the kick. It is going to get at the 8-yard line, returned out to the 20, to the 30, to the 35, down to the 40, and that is where the Giants will take over at the 40-yard line. Great field position for the Giants on the start of this drive. Tick, 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 tick. We know 60 minutes. Get it off my fucking screen. So here we go. Jaxson Dart in shotgun. Scatterbo to his left. Scatterbo moves over now to his right. Dart takes the snap, hands it off to Scatterbo, and Scatterbo is going to push himself for 5 yards down to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5 upcoming here for the Giants. Giants setting up here, man in motion. Dart in the backfield all by himself in shotgun, and he just gets lit the fuck up. Just a free runner. How nobody picked him up and how Dart didn't see him, I don't know. Fuck. 3rd and 13 now for the fucking Giants. Nobody fucking picked him up. So 3rd and a long fucking way to go here for Jaxson Dart and the Giants. Snap. Dart steps up into the pocket, throws. That's going to be caught. That's going to be super close. They're going to mark him just short. They're going to mark it. It's going to be 4th and inches. That was Bellinger. That's a first down. The ball's at the 50. The ball crosses the 50 before any part of him's down. Replay assist. Brian Dable's going to challenge it. You could see the ball. What all the ball has to do is touch the 50-yard line, because the play started at the 40. Absolutely. So the Giants got a challenge out there. Watch this, because he's not down, down there, and the ball's touching the 50. If the ball's touching the 50, it's a first down. That's what the fucking replay assist should be there to help with, instead of wasting a fucking challenge. Tampa Bay had a punt again. That game is not going well for them. Philadelphia has taken out some frustrations over the last couple seasons against Tampa Bay, and they're doing it fucking monstrously here. 21-3 right now. Houston still leading 6-0 over Tennessee. New England in the red zone, 1st and goal from the Carolina 10-yard line. They're looking to make further their lead. They're leading 14-6, trying to make it even more. Now, in that game, Detroit still leading only by 4 against Cleveland, 10-7. I'm sorry, 3, 10-7. I don't know how to count. I've lost my math abilities. That happens. Detroit 3rd and 11 from their own 38. The Browns defense giving it to them. And it's going to be 4th and 11. The Lions are going to have to punt from their own end again. That Cleveland defense, no joke. And we might have another upset on our hands here. Washington, by the way, trailing now 17-10 to Atlanta. Buffalo 14-7 over the Saints. New Orleans has the ball right now, 2nd and 6 from the Buffalo 45. They are in their side of the field. As I go ahead and forget how to say words. Let's take a look over at the Twits and see what's going on over there, what people are reacting to, not reacting to, you know, the general feeling, the vibes, as you say. The Eagles defensive end, Ogbo Okoronkwo. Good luck fucking saying that all the time. He's got a triceps injury and has been ruled out against the Buccaneers. Right there. So the Giants do get the first down with the challenge, which it shouldn't have taken that. The replay assist should have taken care of that. So 1st and 10, New York Giants. As you see, Brian Dable sucked down some Gatorade, probably laced with a little Ozempic. That fucking Ozempic sucking fuck. So here we go. From the 50-yard line, exactly from midfield. Jaxson Dart looks, throws down the field, and just Bellinger was looking all over the place for that one. That wasn't Bellinger, sorry, that was Johnson. So 2nd and 10 now from the 50 coming up for the Giants and Jaxson Dart. So here we go. 2nd and 10, throws. They say they do. Neighbors did catch it. 3rd and 3 upcoming. That's why Neighbors was trying to rush to get it over there. And now the Chargers are going to go. They're going to challenge, and they're probably going to win this one as well. Joe Flacco threw an interception, and now the Lions have 1st and goal at the Cleveland 5. Oh, man. The only way Cleveland's going to lose is because of Joe Flacco, apparently. Their defense has been putting in the work, but fuck it, Jesus, that's terrible. All right, they got a commercial here. I need to get a drink. Daddy needed a little drink here, so Crafty saying King disappeared like the Bucs offense. I don't know what's going on down there. Well, we know Mike Evans is injured, so that hurts. Godwin's playing, but yeah, they're just apparently not playing well. That blocked punt for a return touchdown kind of set the tone for that game, and nothing there is changing. Patriots, they get themselves a touchdown, and they are starting to lay it onto the Panthers here. And so, yep, they have overturned that 3rd and 10 for the Giants. Now from the 50, clearly that was not a catch. So now Dart in the backfield, shotgun along with Skidaboo over to his right. Oh, that's offsides on the Chargers. So Dart throws free play. Neighbors, he was looking for it. And Neighbors' knee is hurt. Fuck! That's a flag for offside, so it's 5 yards. But Neighbors is down. Neighbors is hurt. Did he land on it, or was it a fucking pull or tear or something? Oh, no, that just looks like, yeah, he ripped something. He planted, and the MetLife turf grabs Neighbors. Yep. Yeah, it's done for the season. Neighbors is done for the season. I call it now. That's an ACL. That's an MCL. That's something. Maybe it's all of them. I have no idea, but that's done. He's done. Fuck. Fuck. You can't be happy as a Giants fan. It is not allowed. It is not allowed. You're not allowed to have fun. You're not allowed to be excited. You're not allowed to have it's just it's not allowed. Verboten. It is verboten. Cannot do it. You have hope. Do you think you're excited for Giants football? No, you're not. Not allowed to be happy. Crafty pointing out he is in agony, and indeed he is in agony because he planted the foot to try to jump. From what it looks like, he planted the foot to jump. And Detroit scores a touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown for a 2-yard touchdown pass to the right. And the Lions finally starting to put a little distance between themselves and the Browns. Do the Browns stick with Joe Flacco after 2 interceptions already in this game, after the defense has been keeping them in this game for so long? It's now a 10-point lead for Detroit, 17-7. Crafty, you didn't. I mean, I know you're a little bit ahead of us, but yeah, no shit, he got carted off. His knee's shredded. And you can tell, I feel bad for him because he's like, finally, I got a quarterback I want to play with. I got some exciting stuff here. And now his season's done. His season's over. So here we go. Now 3rd and 5 after the offside penalty on the Chargers. Dart does a hard count. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. And that's going to be a flag. Delay game, moving back 5 yards. That's how do you do that? Come on, Jackson. So now we're already at 10 flags. I mean, a typical Giants game is always going to be a ton of flags. So we go from 3rd and 5. We went from 3rd and 10 to 3rd and 5 because of the penalty, and now back to 3rd and 10. So we're back where we started, except now we don't have Malik Neighbors. So no more real good deep threat here. Yeah, the MetLife turf, and he ripped it to shit. So Dart, he's going to pull it down. He's going to try to run it himself as he's stumbling, bumbling, but he gets there. That's going to be a first down for the Giants and Jaxson Dart. So they keep the chains moving. Giants now at the Chargers' 39-yard line. As now my stream just, again, decides to lose itself here. Dart, pitch out to Scatterbo, and Scatterbo gets about 2 yards. Let me see if I can get this working again. Stream is not working. Try to restart this. Second and 7, so we didn't miss too much here. Dart back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught. That's Johnson. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. 3rd and 2 upcoming here for the New York Giants. New Orleans in the red zone. Philadelphia back in the red zone. Dart, he pulls it down, and he gets a gain of about 5 yards. First down, Giants, they have it. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can get this fucking back up to somewhat. Scatterbo on 1st and 10, and he's going to get 3 yards. Let's see if this one works a little bit better. So here we go. Hand off to Singletary. Why are we handing it off to fucking Singletary? He gets to the 24. It's going to be 3rd and 7. And then we have Jaxson Dart trying to stretch out and work on his hamstring too. For fucking Christ. Can't be happy as a Giants fan. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. Play clock down to 5. Dart takes the snap. Looks, throws to the end zone. Oh, just overthrows Darius Slayton. Had him, but we got a flag down. And what do we got here? Pass interference on the Chargers. Where are they going to call that foul at? I'll take it. I'm not sure if I would have thrown a flag on that one, but I'll take it. Oh, and we've got a laggy bad stream again. So let's go back and let's see if we can find another good one here. First and 10 for the Giants. I can't even see where they're fucking located because, again, the streams are bad. It's just, it is what it is. So it's going to be a handoff. This Scatterbo, he's going to get 1 yard there up to the 11-yard line. Yeah, apparently Saints, they have 1st and 10 in the Buffalo 19. They're in the red zone. New England's in the red zone as well. They're at Carolina's 9 with 3rd and 5. 2nd and 8. Jaxson Dart pulls it down, gets sacked. That's going to be a sack of 2 yards. You gotta love the play calling here. You know, this see, this is the thing too. It's the fucking play calling. So we're at the 2-minute warning here. Giants got 3rd and 10 now after the 2-yard loss. Got a weird Macy's commercial, but whatever. Eagles, they get themselves a field goal. And they are now leading 24-3 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jesus Christ. New Orleans facing 3rd and 1 at the Buffalo 10-yard line. And they get it. It's now 1st and goal from the 9 for the Saints. Little by little, hooker by crook, they're getting down there. Crafty in the chat says, 3rd and long is when Brian Daboll digs through his playbook and finds the best 2-yard dump-off. At least I'm not the only one who sees it, Crafty. At least I'm not the only one. So, let's see what the Giants got cooking up here. 3rd and 10. They have to get to the 2-yard line for a first down. Dart in shotgun. Actually called 3rd and 11 now. Dart steps back. Looks, he throws. He was looking for Scatabo. Incomplete. 4th and 11. Giants will settle for a fucking field goal. Another chance. The Giants in the red zone and end up with a field goal. Same shit. It's the same shit. It stays like before. It's not the players. It's the fucking coach. Have a dynamic quarterback? Have dynamic wide receivers? Nope, never mind. Kick up, good. Giants get a field goal, 13-3, currently now over the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego, are the New York Football Giants of New Jersey. Crafty says the Giants cooking, more like a light simmering. Dude, this is like fucking, it's not even that. It's We're the meat from the freezer that you leave out thawing on the fucking shelf. We're slightly thawing meat. We're slightly thawing ground beef is at best what the fuck we are. We are not, the Giants ain't cooking shit. Yeah, that's worrisome too. Not only do we have fucking Neighbors most likely out for the year, but now you got Dart fucking gotten hamstring issues. He's been grabbing it and working on it the entire time out on the field. They're probably going to try to stretch it out while they're in the locker room. New Orleans has 3rd and goal from the 6 for Buffalo. They are inching their way, inch by inch by inch. Chargers get the kick at the 1-yard line. They're going to return it up to about the 23, 24-yard line, and that's where they'll start. 1:46 remaining. They have all 3 of their timeouts, which, by the way, I never put up there. Sorry, everybody. Everybody's got their timeouts there. So we'll see how that goes. New England just destroying Carolina 28-6, by the way. 6-0 Houston over Tennessee at halftime. Philadelphia is destroying Tampa Bay. Quentin Johnston with the catch, 11 yards, first down for the Chargers. 1:35 and ticking remaining here. Lions get a field goal. They lead 20-7 over Cleveland. Herbert throws again to Quentin Johnston, and he's going to get about 6-7 yards on that reception. Johnston grabbing his pec. He looks injured. You can't blame the turf for a pec injury. 2nd and 4. They give him 6 yards on that particular catch. Herbert back, looks, throws. Incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the intended receiver, there's a flag down. Of course there is, as the stream stops. Referee says defender was pushed into Herbert. No flag. So they pick it up. But you know what we do here? If it's thrown, it goes into the fucking counter because you had to fucking stop everything and throw your stupid little fucking flag. So there you go. Yeah, Drake May's played really good against. Again, that's the team that the Falcons couldn't score against. Yes, the Falcons are up 17-10 at halftime. So 3rd and 5 now coming up for the Chargers. He's in shotgun, trips to his right. 59 seconds remaining. Herbert steps back, looks. He gets hit as he throws. It's going to be caught by Keenan Allen. First down, Chargers, as they are just now inside Giants territory. 53 seconds remaining. Giants are getting to Herbert, but just a little too late. So clock is stopped. 53 seconds. Chargers have the ball at the Giants' 49-yard line. Herbert. A bear. Takes the snap. He throws. That's going to be caught. Inbounds by Keenan Allen. Clock is going to be stopped as the Chargers take a timeout. Saints got a field goal, by the way. They are now only trailing Buffalo by 4, 14-10. Oh no, wait, did it? No, it was 14-10, wasn't it? So they just didn't get anything on the. Let me see what happened there. Incomplete pass on 2nd and 6. Ladd McConkey was the intended receiver there. Phillips broke it up for the Giants. Oh, it ended in an interception. Oh, man, that sucks. So here we go, 3rd and 6. Herbert back to throw, getting pressure again. Again, that's going to be caught, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. He's brought down in bounds. 37 seconds left. Chargers are going to use a timeout. Again, that's their second. 4th and 2 upcoming. Oh, the Giants take a timeout. They want to see if they have some time left here. It'll be a long kick for Dicker the kicker. Or will the Chargers go for it? Or will they punt it? We got options here. Do they go for it? Do they kick the field goal? Or do they punt it? It'll be 30. They put a second back up on the clock, 38 seconds. Dart limping on the sidelines. Looking to get back into the game here. Yeah, that's not good. I don't like that, obviously. Chargers staying on the field. 4th and 2. 38 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Herbert in shotgun. Oh, the Giants jump off sides. It's picked off, but it doesn't matter. It's first down, Chargers. Fuck with the fucking goddamn Abdul fucking Carter. Fuck! So, 1st and 10 now from the Giants' 36-yard line. Giants take their second timeout. So a lot of these games now already in halftime. There's only 2 still playing, this one and New England. 12 seconds left. They've got 4th and 5 at their own 7, so that's going to end up with a punt, clearly. And we'll see how that goes. But for right now, all the games in halftime. Houston 6-0 over Tennessee. Philadelphia destroying Tampa Bay 24-6 at halftime. New England 28-6. That one's about to go to halftime. Detroit 20-7 over Cleveland after some Joe Flacco terrible fucking interceptions. Buffalo only leading 14-10, and they're lucky it's that because they got an interception down where New Orleans was trying to score a touchdown there to take the lead. 14-10 Buffalo. Quentin Johnston caught, touchdown Chargers. Fuck me. 36-yard touchdown, and now the Chargers are again, this is why the Giants, you have to score touchdowns, not field goals when you're down there. And, of course, they don't, and that's why the Giants are going to end up losing this game eventually. Let's face facts. That's going to happen. Extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and that is good. It is now 10-13. Giants lead by only a field goal. Look at that. Herbert's great. I know what it is, but then the Giants just... You have some great opportunities. And, again, Brian Daboll, when he gets in the red zone, he cannot fucking call right plays, whether it's him, whether it's Kafka, whether it's both of them. I don't know. It's just Giants in the red zone fucking die. They always die in the fucking red zone. 8 plays, 75 yards in 1 minute and 25 seconds. That just shows how bad that Giants defense really is. And Quentin Johnston with a 35-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants get the kickoff. They are going to return it up to about the 28, 29-yard line. Ball comes out, but the play was already whistled. Then 20 seconds left in this quarter, in the first half, if you will. Jaxson Dart limping out onto the field. Jaxson Dart in shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Scatterbo. Scatterbo runs for about 7 yards. And that'll be it. They're going to run the clock down, and that'll be halftime. So at the half, the New York Giants lead the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego 13-10. The Chargers, they get a late touchdown there at the end of the quarter. So there we go. And the Giants get the ball to start the second half. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with Malik Neighbors. Again, I'm pretty sure his season is done after that injury. And we've got, what do we got here? We've got Jaxson Dart's fucking hamstring now, too, we worry about. The new AP Top 25 is out. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got there. In college ball, we always like that. Ohio State remains number one after beating Washington 24-6. The referees, I think, helped them a lot in that game, too, watching that, too. Oregon, after beating Penn State in double overtime, which is the shitty college overtime, which they got to fucking fix anyway. I don't like it either way, but fuck Penn State, too. So good for Oregon beating them. They're 5-0. They move up to number 2. They jump Miami, who gets knocked down to number 3. They didn't play last week. Ole Miss, they move up from 13 to 4 after beating LSU 24-19. Oklahoma, they did not play. Last week they were 7. They move up to 5. Texas A&M, they were 9. They move up to 6. Penn State gets knocked down to 7 after being number 3 after losing that game. Indiana was ranked 11th. They are now ranked 8th after beating Iowa 20-15. Texas, they moved to 9 after being 10. Alabama moves up to 10 from being 17. Texas Tech at 11. Georgia, they were number 5 after the loss to Alabama. They are now number 12. LSU was number 4. They are now number 13. Iowa State stays a leg above 4 at number 14. Tennessee, they stay a leg above 4 at number 15. Vanderbilt, they move up 2 spots from 18 to 16. Georgia Tech, they go from 16 to 17, having beaten Wake Forest in overtime. Florida State, after their loss to Virginia, moved from 8 to 18. Missouri, they move up a spot to 19. Michigan, they are at 20 after being idle. Notre Dame, they go from 22 to 21 after beating Arkansas 56 to 13. Illinois, they move from 23 to 22. BYU, they are at number 23. The Virginia Cavaliers at 4-1, they move to 24 after not being ranked. And also now back into the top 25 are the Arizona State Sun Devils after beating TCU 27 to 24. Still trying to see if we get any news here on Malik Neighbors. Nothing as of yet. The 49ers have both Ricky Pearsall and Jawan Jennings active for today. Let me see. Let's see. What else can we find? Let's see if we have any news. Looking for news. Nothing yet. Just those news about Pearsall, just like that. By the way, Buccaneers hit a 65-yard field goal. Chase McLaughlin hit a 65-yard field goal in that game at the end of the first half. That's the only positive thing going on right now for the Buccaneers. No news for Malik Neighbors, but I think we can all assume what it is. We have a first. We got some games starting out from halftime here. Houston 6-0 over Tennessee. Tennessee has the ball 2nd and 8 at Tennessee's 46-yard line. Washington has 1st and 20 at their own 35, as they have now started there in Atlanta. See what else I want to look at while I'm here. Let's see if we can get this going. Let's see. Let me do a little bit of that. There we go. All right. We're cooking with gas now here, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to get everything set up here. We still got more halftime report to go? Jesus Christ, come on. Checking out the Tennessee game here. Tennessee's facing a 3rd and 12 coming up here. Some of these other games now getting underway. New Orleans has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 33 to start off against Buffalo. Cleveland's got first and 10 at their own 43. Good starting position there for the Cleveland Browns against Detroit. Philadelphia, they've got 3rd and 22 from their own 20 as they are now out of halftime. Washington just going backwards. 3rd and 14 upcoming for them. Big sack from Tampa Bay in the game down there against the Eagles. They need something positive, something going for them. Philadelphia's got 3rd and 22 from their own 20 after a sack by Vita Vea. But Philadelphia is still leading in that game 24-6. Tampa Bay's got a massive hill to climb here. Jaden Daniels with a big run for the Redskins down there in Atlanta. Gets them a 1st and 10 after they were way back on the sticks. Did Flacco fumble the ball again? It was, but it's a penalty against Detroit. Boy, Cleveland got a real lucky break on that one. Tampa Bay's got 1st and 10 from Philadelphia's 40-yard line. Apparently it was a 63-yard punt, but there was a great return from Tampa Bay. We're seeing a clip of that right now. 20, 25, 30, 35, then to the 40, then to the 45, to the 50, and then, pushed out at the 40. So great return for Tampa Bay, and that's the kind of spark they needed. They needed a big stop on the Eagles' first possession of the second half. They got that big return on the punt. Let's see if they can turn that into points that they desperately, desperately, desperately need, and to make it into at least an 11 if they go for 2, maybe a 10-point game, and get back into it a little bit down there at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. The Saints facing 3rd and 7. That's going to be 4th and 3 coming up there. Why is this? The Giants game is back. It's 1st and 10. Or the kickoff's supposed to be happening, and my thing is not even back yet. Like, come on, what are we even doing here? We still got fucking commercials here. So here we go. We are getting ready to start here. ELS in the chat says Arkansas has fired coach Sam Pittman after its home loss to Notre Dame. Bobby Petrino will be the interim head coach. Getting fucking smoked. 56 to 13, whatever it was. Yeah, fucking that's terrible. Washington, they get a field goal. And now the Redskins trail Atlanta by 4, 17-13, down there at the Butthole Dome. Deonte Banks picks up the kickoff, returns it up to the 25-yard line, and that's where he is stopped, and that's where the Giants will start. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Jaxson Dart comes back out onto the field. Hopefully got that hamstring warmed up, stretched out, whatever he needed to do. Whoa, who's that blonde? She's cute. Brian Dable's a piece of shit. He shouldn't be able to be interviewed by such a lovely, lovely woman as she. So that is terrible. Gee, you think Brian Dable saying that Malik Neighbors will be indeed out for the half. No shit. Hand off to Scatterbo, and Scatterbo is going to get 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry. 2nd down. And 7 upcoming here for the New York Giants. Although it appears that I'm, again, rather behind. Let's see if I can fix that at all, please, somehow, some way. Second and 7. Hand off to Scatterbo, and he runs over motherfuckers! And he gets 2 yards past the first down marker. 1st down and 10 for the Giants. Now down at the 36-yard line. Move the sticks, fresh set of downs. Jaxson Dart in shotgun. That's kind of his comfortable spot. He's never under center. Another handoff to Scatterbo. My stream has frozen, so I'm just seeing Scatterbo there at the line. No idea what the fuck he's doing because technology sucks. I hate life. Everything is just terrible. Yeah, it's all just shit. Everything is shit. Don't know what happened there, but we got 2nd and 4. The Giants apparently gained 6 yards. That one, we're not gaining anything with Scatterbo, unfortunately. So 3rd and 4 now coming up here. ELS in the chat, he says, initial belief is that Chargers left tackle Joe Alt, who has been ruled out, suffered a high ankle sprain per source. And seeing how we got rolled up on that play, I can see that indeed happening. Dart, he's going to pull it down. He's going to run it himself. He runs to the 50, runs to about the 47-yard line. 1st down, Giants from Jaxson Dart on the run. Hamstring looks good. Yeah, during halftime, I read off the top 25 there, ELS. Notre Dame indeed at 21. They move up 1 spot despite blowing out Arkansas, but I understand that. Just getting to 500. The fact that Notre Dame's ranked at all, I think, is a big, giant surprise in my book, so I'm not here to complain at all. 21 is good for me. First and 10 for the Giants inside Chargers territory. Dart looks, throws over the middle, looking for Johnson, incomplete. 2nd and 10. So here we go. 2nd and 10. And just as the play is about to start, the stream freezes. So, again, just can't trust anything here. So now I'm going to be even further behind. I have to go to another stream that's fucking even further behind. Dart. He's going to pull it down and run it again himself, and this time he's going to get another 1st down, and it keeps going. We've got flags down now to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, down inside the 10-yard line. What's the flag? They say holding on Giants. Typical Giants. Great play. Great, wonderful play from a quarterback, and he takes hits for it, but it doesn't matter. Oh, by the way, I didn't change the quarter yet. We're still we're not halftime. We're in third quarter. They're pulling Jaxson Dart out. They're saying that the upstairs is saying they're going to pull him out to check for why? For a concussion? And so now we got to put Russell Wilson back in. Yeah, ELS. I could have called. I called that anyway. I really did. Apparently, from Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissaro, ELS telling us that Giants wide receiver Malik Neighbors believed to have torn his ACL. Russell Wilson is going to take a sack on 2nd and 20. We've got another flag. What's the flag? Illegal formation on the Giants. So it's going to be 3rd and forever. Russell Wilson takes a sack on his play in trying to be in there for Dart because they made Dart come out of the fucking game because they're fucking cocksuckers. NFL fucking the Giants. Third and 26, a screenplay. Wan'Dale Robinson, Giants going to have to fucking punt the ball because the fucking piece of shit fucking officials in the booth. Yeah, I was going to say, he leaned over in disappointment because of the flag, and they said, oh, no, take him out of the game. He could be injured. Like, eat shit. Fuck the NFL. Fucking cocksuckers. So, Giants punt it. It's taken at the 9. Chargers going to return it to the 14. We got a flag on there. Just throw a flag every fucking play, officials. Just throw a flag every play. Let's make this game go as slow as fucking possible. Throw a flag on every play, on every person, for everything. And then let the stream stop. Let my fucking blood pressure go up. Make everything fucking just the worst possible fucking thing ever. Just fuck everything. Fuck everything up the ass. Everything is fucking ass fuckably fucking stupid. Fuck this. I don't know what the penalty is on, but whatever it is, I don't give a shit. He was bent over in disappointment because of that. Buffalo Bills, they got a touchdown. Yeah, no, the Giants looked good for about half a quarter there, ELS, and now it's back to Giants football as we know. Cleveland in the red zone, 1st and 10. They're at the Detroit 18-yard line. Houston, they're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from Tennessee's 12. Buffalo now leading New Orleans 21-10 after a touchdown in that game. Sorry, I've just been frustrated watching these. Again, we're at fucking 16 flags already in this game. And the stream freezes again. I don't even know what to do anymore. Like, what's the point? Flacco had a pass batted down. No, I'm using an illegal stream because I'm in New York, in the New York viewing area, and I go to the Fox website to try to watch the game, and they don't have it. They won't let you play it because it's like, well, watch it on your TV. Well, I can't. I would like to watch it on some kind of streaming, but the NFL won't let you do that for some fucking reason. So I'm stuck having to use illegal streaming sites to watch it. And so not only is it fucking several things behind, but they're shoddy fucking streamings anyway. So it's all just it's just all a big giant piece of shit, ELS. And all of this is just to have and I love you guys. I love you guys. Crafty, you ELS, Hamster whenever he's in here, Chip when he comes in here, Pecan obviously, and how much he supports us, and everybody supporting us, and all the great things that you guys do. But really, you guys are it. You guys are the people who watch us. We get 4, 5, 6 views on these fucking videos. And so, like I said, it's just I feel very frustrated at this point. I'm not bitching, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying with just how things just don't work, I'm trying to get things to work and it's not working. Jimbo was supposed to be joining me for at least 2 games here today. He's not doing that. So we have that Chargers on 2nd and 2. Because I missed apparently the first down fucking play. But there we go. We've got 3rd and 1 upcoming here. For the Chargers. And Hampton, he's going to get a first down. And much more. He just keeps on going. Giants just forgot how to tackle. And he gets all the way up to the fucking 32-yard line. 18 yards. The Giants hit him in the backfield, and he got 18 fucking yards. That's how sorry this fucking team is. Sorry-ass defense, sorry-ass team. And this is where we go. Don't feel ELS, don't do that. Don't give me the pity. Don't feel bad for me. There's nothing to feel bad about. There's nothing to feel bad about. It is what it is. Tampa Bay, they get a field goal, by the way. Incomplete on 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 upcoming here for the Chargers. So now Tampa only down 11 points, 24-13 against the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, it was a touchdown. Oh, so that was the extra point I was saying. I thought it was just a field goal. Mika Mbuka, that's what they need. That's what they desperately need. So there you go, Tampa Bay, now down 11, fully back into this game. Herbert throws underneath. Giants hit him and push him for 3 more yards. So now 3rd and 7 from their own 35. Falcons, they've gotten another touchdown. They lead now 24-13 over the Redskins down there at the Butthole Dome. Houston up 12-0 over Tennessee. New England 35-6 over Carolina, just laying it on. Well, flags in this game. Of course, why not? Why wouldn't there be flags all over? False start. 17 flags have been thrown in this game. That's not flags counted or flags declined. That's all flags thrown in this game. That is 17 fucking flags already in this game. Crafty in the chat says Mariota got picked in the end zone by Atlanta. Oh, so that wasn't a touchdown I saw. That was Atlanta just picking it. All right, so it's still 24-13. It's hard to keep track of all the scores here. So here we go. 3rd and 12 for the Chargers. Let's see. Do they go ahead and fucking convert this? Probably. Nope, we've got another flag. Let's just pile on the flags. False start on the Chargers. Again, back-to-back. 18 flags in the Meadowlands here. Gadsden, the guilty party on that one. So now it's 3rd and 17. You'll ask asking Crafty, you having a good day? Crafty says, yeah. Hey, listen, any day you got NFL football is a good day. Herbert throws, completes it to Omarion Hampton. Is he going to get another 35-yard gain where he gets hit behind? No, he gets it back to where that was originally supposed to be. It seems 4th and 9. Yeah, got it back to the original line of scrimmage, basically. 4th and 9, and the Chargers are going to have to punt. Are the officials going to let Jaxson Dart back in the game? Crafty says, one day with King is always a good day. That's I don't know. Ask Pepper Jack about that. That is not true. I see a flag flying already. Just flags all over in this game. This is fucking stupid. Olszewski, he gets the return, but let's see how far this is going back. What's the flag is on? What is all of this fucking nonsense? $19 flags thrown in this game. Two fouls on the Giants. Holding. That makes it 20. Half the distance to the goal because we got to have flags all over. These guys just love throwing flags. Timeout. Giants get half the distance to the goal. Long way to go. 6:51 here in the third quarter. Jaxson Dart, is he going to be allowed to play? Will Mommy NFL let him come out to play? We'll see. New Orleans in the red zone against Buffalo. So the Giants get possession. We are at 20 flags thrown in this game so far. Crafty in the chat says, King is here and Hamster isn't. Who could ask for anything more? Leave our boy Hamster alone. We love Hamster. And he's having a good day right now. Falcons 24, Washington Redskins 13. New Orleans right now at the Buffalo 15. They got a 1st and 5 after apparently a penalty against Buffalo. Yeah, I imagine. He didn't have a concussion. It wasn't anything. He was bent over disappointed because his amazing run was called back because of a fucking holding call that was iffy at best. And then the spotters from upstairs says, oh, no, he must be hurt. Oh, did he get a concussion on that play? Take him out. Look. It's like, that's not why he was bent over. But they're fucking stupid. So we had to get Russell Wilson getting sacked on one play and then throwing a screen on another because the NFL's fucking stupid with that shit. That's like straight up fucking retarded ass shit. New Orleans got 1st and goal at the Buffalo 9-yard line. Philadelphia is facing a 4th and 17. They're going to have to punt from their own 33-yard line. Tennessee has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 34, trying to overcome a 12-0 deficit to Houston. Cleveland has 1st and 10 from their own 16, down 10 points to the Detroit Lions, who are leading 20-10. And that's about it on the go-around here. Washington's got 4th and 8 from the Atlanta's 23. They're going to try to attempt a field goal, I would imagine. Saints, 2nd and goal from Buffalo 7. Let's see if they can actually convert and get a touchdown here instead of getting an interception on a fake Philly special. Exactly, Crafty. That's what I mean. That's fantastic news, ELS. I'm glad to see that the toe is healing and that you get the stitches out tomorrow. That is fan-fucking-tastic. I hope you're feeling better. You seem better. You seem better. You seem kind of good, and you're telling us you're good. So that is fantastic. Oh, Penix threw a pick. That's a bad Penix pick there, apparently. Pick-a-pack-a, pick-a-pack-a, pin-a-pecker. But that's what gave Washington that ball there, I suppose. So, handoff here for the Giants from their 3.5-yard line. Saints, they got a touchdown there in Orchard Park. Giants now at the 4.5-yard line after 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Dart under center. Not normal for him. And he fumbles the ball back at the 1. That's why he's not used to being under center. I would much rather Dart take a shotgun in the end zone than fucking be under center. He's not used to being under center. Thomas was able to go ahead and jump on that, thank God. So now, Giants got 3rd and 13 from their fucking 1.5-yard line. Incomplete. Giants are going to have to punt from the shadow of their goalposts here. That's the Giants. This is Giants football, baby. This is the Giants football I know and love. This is the Giants football I know and love. Let's go. Punt goes all the way back to the 31-yard line of the Chargers. They return it to the 40. And that is where they were stopped. So the Chargers get pretty good field position at the 40-yard line. Good punt by the Giants and the Scottish Hammer. 68-yard punt. Saints going for 2 here. And they don't get it, so it remains 16-21. Now a 5-point deficit instead of 4 for New Orleans. They were looking to make it only a field goal deficit. But whatever. That might come to bite them in the ass as we get later on in the game. Oh, Cam Ward got picked against the Texans. Texans now 1st and 10 from Tennessee's 44-yard line. And I picked Tennessee in that game. That might have been an incorrect pick. Cleveland, they have 1st and 10 from Detroit's 32-yard line. Again, Cleveland's offense has had plenty of opportunity. They just can't seem to finish anything going here. Buccaneers had a fumble. That was recovered by Philadelphia. And they are now currently in the red zone. They got a 3rd and 5 from the Tampa Bay 20-yard line. So they are just on the cusp there of the red zone. How are the Giants going to lose this game? Hand can touch the ground. A hand touching the ground doesn't mean that you're down, Crafty. Philadelphia now has 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 15-yard line, so they're able to get just to the first down marker. Handoff here to Marion Hampton, and he's going to get 2 yards and pushed all the way back. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Chargers. They're going to give him 3 yards. 2nd and 7. What the fuck do I know? Cleveland's got 3rd and 16 from the Detroit 38. They're moving backwards there. ELS says, by the way, fuck the Eagles. I agree. Fuck the Eagles. Hand off again to Marion Hampton. This time he gets a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Chargers. Falcons with a touchdown. Algier, he rushes 15 yards for a touchdown, and the Falcons are just putting it on the Skins right now. So here we go, 3rd and 6. Bear throws over the middle. Intercepted by Phillips. He's at the 50 to the 40. There's a fucking flag. Of course there's a flag. It's going back with it's a flag. What's the flag? You can't watch a Giants game because the flags, it's just always going to be a flag. Offensive pass interference. 1st and goal for the Giants then from the... Jesus Christ. Can we have a game once, where there's not fucking 22 fucking flags? Or 21 in this case. I mean, fuck. Why are there so many fucking flags? Stop throwing flags. Let these people play fucking football. Fucking Christ, NFL. Eagles, they got a touchdown. Saquon Barkley gets a 6-yard run, and that game is over. So let's see. Will the Giants actually score a touchdown here or not? That's knowing the Giants, probably not. 1st and goal, Jaxson Dart calling out protections. In shotgun, Scatterbo moves from right to left. Jaxson Dart takes the snap. Handoff to Scatterbo. Scatterbo gets 1 yard. Maybe he keeps on going. He gets about a yard. 2nd and goal for the Giants from the 3-yard line. ELS says, we had this idea last year, ELS. I think we talked about it. Like, there should be there's a maximum number of flags that officials can throw. And once you reach that limit, then after that, it's a fucking free-for-all. You can do whatever you want. But you can only throw so many flags per game. That'd make it interesting. Be real conservative with how you start throwing those flags, officials. 2nd and goal for the Giants. Dart takes the snap. It's a pitch. Touchdown! Johnson, the tight end, with a little shovel pass there. I don't know why we're getting so fucking cute with that. We're not that kind of team, but the Giants get the touchdown after the interception from Phillips, having a bit of a fight. And look at Jaxson Dart just having, and we got flags again. You can't go more than 2 plays without a fucking flag. On the Chargers. The Giants are going for 2 because of the penalty, because it goes from the 2 to the 1. So let me get that back up there, because the Giants did score the touchdown. So now the Giants are going to go for 2 here. Start in shotgun. Hand off to Scatterbo, and they get it. Giants get the 2 points. Scatterbo does the backflip. And so now the Giants have a full 21-10 lead, an 11-point lead over the Chargers. Just tired of the fucking flags. So they didn't even get a chance to move the possession arrow over to the Giants, and I'll leave it on the Chargers since they are going to get it. Hamster in the chat saying all our teams looking good today. The Giants still don't look great, but we're winning, so I'll take it. Hamster says, I haven't watched them all year, well, except for the first game a little. Oh, about the Titans, yeah, because the Titans not doing so well, down 19-0. That would kind of suck. Hamster's 2 favorite teams get shut out in back-to-back weeks. And the team that shut out the Falcons last week right now losing 35-6 to the New England Patriots. Looks like the Patriots are starting to find their stride, which you all thought. Tampa Bay, the magic has run out there, and Philadelphia seems to be planting their flag. They heard everybody saying, oh, you don't win. Tampa Bay's got your number. That's your bugaboo team. That's the team that stops the tush push. You can't stop Tampa Bay. They heard that and said, bet. Because right now it is 31-13. We got your palindrome number there. Your 31-13. Philadelphia over Tampa Bay. New England, like I said, 35-6 over Carolina. Houston, 19-0 over Tennessee. Detroit, 20-10 still over Cleveland. Not able to pull away. Cleveland just can't fuck it. The Cleveland offense is fucking dead. Like, the Cleveland defense is doing some work, but that Cleveland Browns offense is fucking horrendous. Buffalo, 21-16. New Orleans is in that game. Tough fucking team are the Saints, except for last week. And, of course, Atlanta, they are pouring it on there against the Redskins, 31-16 at the Butthole Dome in Atlanta. And that's the rundown there. Giants currently have a 21-10 lead over the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles. I keep on going back and forth between the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego or San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles. Either way, you know what I'm saying. As I've got the New York Giants of New Jersey there, or the New York Football Giants of East Rutherford, or the New Jersey Giants of New York, however you want to say it. ELS says, all games are kind of a blowout except for the Saints game. Kind of, a little bit as we look out. Tampa Bay, they finally got a touchdown, though. And they are back, trying to claw their way back into that game. 2:10 and a third left in Tampa Bay, which is funny because I saw the stat earlier from Communist Mike Florio and Pro Football Talk that there has been 6 out of the games so far in the NFL in the first 3 weeks, like 16 of them have been decided in the last minute on like a last-second field goal or overtime, which is the most in NFL history. So for the last 3 weeks, games have been super, super close. Not this week so far, as we see. Browns are down 10. Saints are down 5. Like that's it. The Saints are the closest one, I think, at 5. You have the Browns down 10. Then you have the Giants up 11. Like the Chargers are down 11. Now Tampa Bay is down 11 as it's 31-20 in that game. And then everything else, is a big blowout. Bucky White. I love Bucky White. First and 10. Herbert throws on first down, and that's going to be a gain of a yard. Looks like an offensive lineman, but I think that's that fullback they got. Big number 44 on their end. Jaxson Dart so far in this game, 8 of 14, 62 yards and a touchdown. He's got 54 yards rushing, though. So he has almost as many rush yards as he does passing yards. And he's got 1 rushing touchdown and 1 passing touchdown. That little shovel pass there to Johnson on the last one. 2nd and 9. That's going to be thrown. Caught. First down. Jaxson gets the catch. First down. Chargers. As we are now under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. And Crafty said, of all the games not to be a blowout, the Saints game. I know, that's what I'm talking about there. Handoff to Omarion Hampton, and he breaks through the line, and he's fucking gone. Touchdown, Chargers. And just like that, that Giants defense is fucking trash. That Giants defense is fucking trash. "54-yard run, you let him get. What a trash the Giants defense is fucking garbage. This is not the first time Omarion Hampton has carved this defense up. Chargers now going for 2. The Giants take a timeout. Why are we... I hate Brian Daboll. I hate Brian Daboll. I hate Shane Bowen. I hate this team. I hate this fucking team. Oh, no, the Chargers took a timeout? I thought they said that New York took the timeout. No, they did. Okay, because they at first had it Los Angeles. So nobody took a timeout. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. These officials have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I know. 54 yards, ELS. The Giants are fucking garbage. The Giants are such a garbage fucking team. Especially the defense, anyway. Justin Herbert, he's going to try to run it in, and he does. That's good, and that's a 3-point game. Where's he? We need the pylon cam. You'd have to see the pylon cam, but they're not going to show. But then again, not every game gets the pylon cam. I don't know if anybody knew that. Not every game gets a pylon cam. So if that's all you got, then that's all you got. Saints are in the red zone, by the way, 3rd and 13 from the Buffalo 17-yard line. Pats are just hurting those poor little kitty cats from Carolina, 42-6. Did the Saints just score a fucking touchdown? Why are they not they're not lifting their arms. Why are they talking? Touchdown Saints. And the Saints are going to take the lead against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. It is 22-21. Giants are going to have Singletary return the kick, and he gets a pretty decent return. So now the Giants have the ball at the 39-yard line. That's where they're going to start this particular drive. Wan'Dale Robinson in motion. Jaxson Dart back, looks, throws to Scatterbo out of the backfield. And Scatterbo's going to get a good 7-8 yards on that particular one. Gain of 7. So, yeah, 2nd and 3 upcoming here for the New York Football Giants. They still have not confirmed that touchdown, and I guess they're going to look at it. They are going to review that and see if that was indeed a touchdown or not. Hand off to Scatterbo, and he's going to get the first down. Down at the Chargers' 49-yard line is Scatterbo. 1st and 10, Giants. Giants do have to run one more play here in the 3rd quarter. They overturned the Saints' touchdown, said incomplete pass, so 4th and 13. The Saints went from having a lead to not having the lead. Redskins get a touchdown at the Butthole Dome. Jaxson Dart has time and then just takes a fucking sack back at his own 45-yard line. What the fuck was that, Jackson? 2nd and 16 upcoming here for the Giants. And that's going to end the 3rd quarter here at MetLife Stadium, the Big HVAC Unit in the middle of the swamp. And you know what we do here. Every game, get the 4s up, everybody. It is the 4th quarter. We are watching the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th quarter. We'll see what happens here with the Giants and the Chargers. Chargers go. 3-point game. Giants 21, Chargers 18. Crafty says, "Don't sleep on the Patriots. They're about to become 2-2 and could have beaten the Steelers. They should have beaten the Steelers last week. If we're gonna be honest." Crafty says that was a Russell Wilson worthy sack. Yeah, that was not great. Yeah, we're only down. It's only a 7-point game now with Washington. It's 31-24 in that game down at the Butthole Dome, and we are at 8:48 in the 4th quarter. So Washington keeping it alive there against the Falcons. Lions, they get themselves a touchdown in their game. That was a punt return, 65 yards for the Lions. So the Browns just finding every way to lose that game. And the Saints go for a field goal, and they get that. So it is a 2-point game right now in Orchard Park, 21-19. Crafty wondering, could the Falcons be falconing? Are they the new Chargers? Are they the new chargering team? We're going to have falconings. Texans get a touchdown, and they're just about ready to ice that game. 4:51 remaining in the 4th quarter. They might shut out Tennessee. It is 26-0 in that game. We might have our 2nd shutout of the season. And it's rare to get yourself a shutout in the NFL. And we might have 2 in back-to-back weeks here. And looking at that, yeah, that's going to be now, instead of a 10-point game, it is a 17-point game for the Cleveland Browns. Lots of time left, 13:40. But I don't know the way that offensive has played for the Cleveland Browns, if they're going to be able to do anything. Maybe you put in Gilbert. Maybe you put in Shador. I don't know what you do. But Flacco just is not working with that offense as it currently sits. New charging. Yeah, but that was in one game. Again, granted, it was the Super Bowl. But the idea of, Jets going to jet or Chargers charging, that's done on a pretty significant basis there. That's going to be, what a catch. First down for the Giants. 17-yard Darius Slayton. And the Giants get that back after the bad sack that Jaxson Dart took. Giants get 17 yards and get a first down. And they are back in Chargers territory. Crafty saying the Cleveland Clowns, yeah, they just find a way to really lose and fuck up everything. Gadaboo, he gets the ball, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and actually he gets 2 yards on the game. Wow. I thought it was going to be a loss. Then I thought, he got back to the line of scrimmage, and instead gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Giants. I thank you for the 4 in there, ELS. I did see it. Wanted to acknowledge it. Thank you so very much. 2nd and 8. Dart takes the snap. He's going to get another sack and take another 4 or 5 yard loss on that play. The bad sack there by Dart. Get rid of the fucking ball. What do you think you are, Shedeur Sanders? Get rid of the fucking ball, dude. Either fucking run it or fucking get rid of the ball. Taking sacks like that is fucking terrible. So now we've got 3rd and 14. Dart is back, bouncing around. He gets up to the 40, gain of 3 yards. 4th down and a fucking mile. 4th and 11. Giants going to have to punt here. So the Giants got a punt here. So the Scottish Hammer gets the kick away. Fair catch by the Chargers down at their 9-yard line, and that's where they're going to start. 1st and 10 from their own 9. Ladd McConkey with the fair catch there, and we'll see what happens on this drive. 12-16 remaining in the game. Justin Herbert trying to lead the Chargers to a comeback win here over the New York Football Giants, and he'll probably do so because the Giants are the Giants. And the Bills, they've got a touchdown. Josh Allen passes to Dalton Kincaid for a 28-yard score as the Bills are trying to pull away and keep the Saints out of it. Goes to an 8-point lead. All they need is an extra point to make it a 2-possession game. 7:07 remaining, so there is time if the Saints can move the ball. See, here's the thing, ELS. I talked to somebody about the Oreo Reese's, and they said that it wasn't great. They said that it wasn't like the peanut butter, like it wasn't a peanut butter filling in the middle. It was just like colored differently, but it didn't taste like peanut butter. They said they were very not happy with it. It didn't taste like they were hoping it would taste. So I don't know. I've heard you say that it was very good, but I've also heard people say the Reese's Oreo was not. So I guess for anybody out there, I guess it's just taste for yourself. You got to taste for yourself. So you say, all right. So I guess it just depends on maybe some people's tastes are are different. You said you tasted the peanut butter flavor in there. They didn't. So it is what it doesn't matter to me. I'm diabetic. I can't fucking eat the shit. So yeah, the Giants are going to lose. Come on, Lloyd. Let's be honest. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10, 2nd and 10 coming. Is there a flag? Seems like there would be. There hasn't been. We haven't seen a flag in a minute here in this Giants game, and that doesn't make sense as we've had 23 flags thrown in this fucking game already. Buccaneers get a field goal as they're trying to inch closer in that game as they are now just 8 points down. 2nd and 10, Giants showing blitz and back off. Herbert throws. It's going to be caught for 8 yards. Keenan Allen. 3rd down and about 2 yards coming up here. Third and 2. Herbert takes the snap, back, looks, throws. They're going to say incomplete. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 2. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the own 17. I mean, you could be. I mean, I don't know how risky Harbaugh wants to be here. You could do it from your own 17 if you wanted to. But the Chargers aren't going to be that reckless. They already had that kind of coach. They had a coach that would do that. Didn't turn out well for them with, well, I forget his fucking name now. That's a shame. Either way. So 4th and 2. Chargers getting ready to punt the ball away. And they do. Where did it? Well, that ball went. Yeah, where the fuck did that ball go out? Jesus Christ! Oh, that yodi lodi yodi 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 45-yard line of the Chargers. Shanked punt, and the Giants are starting inside Chargers territory. Great starting position here for the Giants. Can they fucking do something with it? Not with Mike Kafka and Brian Daboll calling the fucking plays. Tonight's game will be obviously it will be. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to do the 4:00 game. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I was up early. I wanted to do 4 games today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to be honest with you. I think if I had more viewers, I might. I think if I had some more people in here, I might. It would be something. But it's Staley. That was who it is. Thank you, Crafty. So, but tonight I will be doing the Packers and Cowboys game for Sunday Night Football. That is happening. I just don't know if I'm going to do the 4:00 game. Second and 4 are coming in for the Giants after a 6-yard gain. Jaxson Dart in shotgun. Singletary in the backfield with him, and it is going to be a handoff. And Singletary is going to get a first down, gets it down to about the 35 and a half. So the Giants move the sticks, 1st and 10 upcoming. Singletary just moving back and forth, back and forth. Dart looks, throws. He completes that to Slayton. That's going to be good for about 8 yards. Down to the 27. Actually, 9-yard gain, they say. 2nd and 1 upcoming here for the Giants. Lloyd says, nah, we all know the Chiefs beat the Ravens. Do we? Do we really know that? I don't know. Hand off to Singletary. He's going to break it off to the left there, and he gets it down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Giants. As they are moving the ball here. This is a sustained drive. I don't know what to do. I haven't quite seen one of these in a very long time. So from the 19, 1st and 10. Jaxson Dart in shotgun. Singletary throws to Wan'Dale Robinson, and he's going to pull it up, and he gets down to about the, where are they going to mark him, 14? Going to be a 5-yard gain. So, yeah, out at the 14 there. So the Giants have second and 5 there. Hand off to Singletary. He's going to be, I think he got there. They're going to mark him short. They're going to mark him just short of the first down. How are you marking that as 3rd and 2? He's right at the line. Fuck off. Giants challenging the spot on the ball. That's the second challenge for a spot, and I think they're right on this one as well. I think he got there. Yeah, he's there. That's a first down. That's a first down. That's a first down. I think that's a first down. It looks like a first down to me, and I thought it was when we first had it. Tampa Bay's got 1st and 10 inside Philadelphia's territory there. 11:48 remaining in that game. Tampa Bay only down, what are they, down 8? 23-31 currently. Tennessee, they are losing 26-0, and that game is got 22 seconds. That game is over. New England 42-6, 4:20. Smoke it if you got it left in that game. Detroit 27-10 over Cleveland. Cleveland's got 1st and 10 at their own 28. Buffalo 28-19. That's a 9-point lead there. As again, we see the Falcons, they just got themselves a field goal as the Houston and Tennessee game is gone. Final. So now the Falcons lead by 10 with 1:57. So it's a 2-possession game. I don't know how Washington's going to be able to go ahead and get back into that one. Carolina in the red zone against New England. They're trying to go ahead and get something other than 2 field goals up on the board. They say the call stands. Eat shit. So here we go. 3rd and 1. Jaxson Dart is not going to get... Oh, he bounces off, and then he gets it. Fuck yeah, Jaxson Dart. But there's a flag. And it's against the Chargers. But stop with the flags. Every play we can't celebrate because of a fucking flag. Stop with the fucking flags. Plus, Jaxson Dart's mom is an absolute fucking MILF. Just want to point that off. Oh, God, yeah, he lined up in the Giants' backfield. What the fuck was that? Lloyd, just shut up. Oh, and that's great. Yep, the feed is starting to freeze again. That's wonderful. That's just fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, feed. Thank you for that. So first and goal for the Giants from the 5 because of, what, did they get a penalty on that, I guess? I missed something? Probably missed something because of the freezing. Scatterboo down to the 1 yard line. Second and goal coming up here for the Giants after that play from Scatterboo. That's what I'm thinking here, Lloyd. That's what I've been thinking the whole time here. Like, even this is... Dart and shotgun here. Second and goal. Wan'Dale Robinson in motion. Hand off to Scatterbo, and he gets stood up. Down at the 1 again. Third and goal from the 1 again here for the Giants. So here we go. Giants, third and goal. Jaxson Dart in shotgun. Dart takes the snap. He's going to run it himself, but he loses 2 yards. What the fuck was that? What kind of play calling is this? Let him throw the fucking ball. Giants football. Catch the excitement. I'll tell you what, Cleveland kept them in the game a lot longer than I thought. It's just that Cleveland offense can't get shit going. Fourth and goal. Giants are going to go for it here. Jaxson Dart, looking, escapes the pressure. He's going to look to run it, throws instead. Had Wan'Dale Robinson incomplete, hit as he tried to catch it, and the Giants turn the ball over on down. There you go. That's the Giants. Get in the red zone, have the dumbest play calling fucking possible, and can't fucking score. Why would you, like, that is what it is. Herbert pitches it to the backfield. That's O'Marion Hampton. He gets it up to the 11 to the 12. It's going to be 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2. Hey, the Panthers got a garbage time touchdown. Big $1.56 left in that game. Crafty says, and there's still people who don't think Daboll is right. It's Daboll, it's Kafka, it's all of them. Again, this team can't score in the red zone. This team can't score in the red. And who are you going to blame now? Can't blame Daniel Jones now. You can't blame Russell Wilson now. Like, how many more times is it going to be the players? Eventually, it's not the players. Tipped ball, incomplete, 3rd and 3 upcoming here for the Chargers. Lions get a touchdown, and that's going to ice that game against the Browns. Giants got away with one there, to be honest. Hand off to Hampton, and that's an easy first down and more. He's going to get a touchdown on this one. Fucking Christ. Gets all the way to the fucking 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the Chargers 4. The Giants' defense, they can't hold for shit. They can't stop any team. Oh, the Giants' defense is going to be their strength. Strength my nuts. Giants lost this game. This game is over. The Giants have lost this game. I hate to be Frank the Tank here. I hate to be fucking Mr. Sourpuss. But this game is fucking dog. Again, the Giants have had 3 opportunities in the red zone to score a touchdown, and they've missed every single one of them. They got 1 touchdown in the red zone where they were supposed to. Fuck this team. Justin Herbert has all day to throw the fucking ball. Finally throws it down the field to nobody. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Because, again, the Giants can't get any pressure. Buccaneers threw an interception as they were in the red zone looking to tie the game up. 7:48 left there. Mayfield threw the pick. Jihad. Call the Jihad. Allahu Akbar. Jihad Campbell. And, Eagles get 1st and 10 at their own 20. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Lloyd. A woman may never fuck you, but the Giants will always fuck you. Pass all the way down the field. Overthrows. We got a flag down, though. Where are they going to pass interference on a fucking overthrown ball? Holding Giants, 5-yard penalty, 1st down, so it doesn't fucking matter. Let's end the game now. Say Chargers win. Make it by 2, make it by 5. I don't give a shit. Just end the fucking game. So from the 45, it's going to be a handoff to Marion Hampton, who's murdering the Giants. He only gets a yard on that particular play. 2nd and 9 coming up here. That's a shame, ELS. It's a shame you have to watch this as bonus coverage. Watching the Giants choke their fucking game away here. That's a terrible thing to watch. Watching Giants football in any way is kind of a punishment. Throw over the middle. Incomplete. Quentin Johnston was the intended receiver. 3rd and 9 upcoming. Surprised there's not a flag. Crowd tries to get loud. There was a flag thrown. I didn't see it, and I didn't see the graphic come up for it. So, to me, I didn't see it. It doesn't count. Herbert back. Looks to throw, and he gets sacked back at the 30. Brian Banks, the fucking Spider-Man. Pew-pew. There you go. Do the fucking pose. All right. At least somebody on this fucking defense knows how to fucking play fucking football. Fucking Christ. 4th and 25 now for the Chargers. I'm surprised. Fucking hand it off to Marion Hampton. He can get you 40. Like, am I wrong? Like the Giants' defense can't stop the run. If they handed it off on 4th and 25 and handed it off to Amiri and Hampton, they'd probably get a first fucking down. Olszewski back. He's going to get the punt all the way back at the 12. He's going to return it up to the 26-yard line. So the Giants still nursing a 3-point lead. 2:52 remaining. Can the Giants be a couple clock suckers here? Oh, by the way, I forgot to take the timeout off because the Giants' challenge was no good, so they actually did lose a timeout. Buccaneers get the ball back. Their defense trying to help them. There's 6:07 remaining. Actually, 5:25 now remaining. Buccaneers have 3rd and 1 at their own 31-yard line. Buccaneers trying to, if with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, would tie the game there with Philadelphia. Scatabo in the backfield. Dart under center. Hand off to Scatabo. Scatabo gets about 5 yards, 4.5 yards. Flag down. Of course there is. Of course there is. We're going to get 30 flags in this game. Offsides on the Chargers. So it'll be 1st and 5. ELS says, yeah, nobody's lucky watching the Giants, not even fans. It's like spreading a lot like we want to. We want you guys to hit that like button and share button. Share us around the internet, like internet herpes, internet clap. Send us around and have fun and just people watch my mental illness watching the Giants. 1st and 5. Scatabo, he's going to run it for about 3-4 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and actually 2. They're saying, yeah, he got about 3 yards on that one. 2nd and 2 for the Giants from their 34-yard line. Chargers take their first timeout. Tampa Bay, 4th and 1 on their own 31. What was you? I said, Lloyd. I said ELS because in your comment you said 2 ELS. So I said ELS. Nobody is lucky watching the Giants. Not even fans. It's like spreading cloud. I didn't say ELS said that. I said you said it. Relax. Hand off on 2nd and 2, and we lose 3 yards. Of course we do. 3rd and 5 now for the Giants from the 130. I mean, of course. I mean, it's. The Giants' play calling is fucking like, hey, what are we going to do? We have this new quarterback in there. Maybe he's going to be exciting. Maybe he can do stuff for us. No, we're just going to run the fucking ball constantly. Now, granted, we're running the ball now trying to kill clock or make them use timeouts. I get that, and that's fine. But fucking hell. Can we do something here? Like the Giants see, we have an exciting player. Let's make it as dull and boring as possible. And they've done that this game. Fucking Mike Kafka and Brian Daboll are the worst fucking coaches in the history of fucking coaches. So 3rd and 5. Hard count. Dart takes the snap. He's back in the shadows. Looks, throws, caught. First down to Johnson, not Johnston. And that's going to be a first down for the Giants. Hey, throw the ball. See what happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, the guy can actually throw the ball, huh? That's great. Hey, hamster, how you doing? Giants have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 41. Oh, so the Chargers did take their final timeout there. I didn't know if they were going to take it there or not because they only have one time. They had no timeouts now. The only way to stop the clock for them is the 2-minute warning. Scatterboo in the backfield. Imagine we're going to get that. Here we go. Jaxson Dart. Hand off to Scatterboo, and he's going to get 6 yards, 5 yards on that particular carry. 2nd and 5, and that's going to take it down to the 2-minute warning. So the Giants are going to have 2nd and 5 with the 2-minute warning. A first down ends the game. Buccaneers down at the 38-yard line of the Eagles. So the Giants, despite themselves, might win this game. Lloyd says the longer Jaden Daniels is out, I don't expect the Redskins to make the playoffs. Sophomore slump. Why? I disagree. Again, and I think the Redskins, because they did very well against the Raiders last week. Clearly it's the Raiders, so take that as it was. But like this week, yeah, Jaden was they because Mariota played so well, they were like, hey, let's let that go. Let's see how far we can go with him. And Scary Terry was out this week too because of that core muscle injury. So what was the final score? It was 34-27. It wasn't like they didn't get blown out. They were in the game. Atlanta had it. Atlanta decided, hey, you know what? If we hand the ball to Bijan Robinson, maybe that's a good thing to do. So they went ahead and they were able to come back. So that's that's not doom and gloom. I'm not dooming and glooming on the Redskins or Jaden Daniels. I don't think Jaden Daniels is going to have a sophomore slump either. He's injured. It happens. And I think if they didn't play well against the Raiders last week, they would have started them this week. But I think because Mariota played so well, they were like, let's give him a game. And again, I don't think the Redskins played bad. They were in the game. It wasn't a blowout. If anything, it's just that maybe the Redskins defense you're looking at. But again, I think maybe the Falcons, maybe they'll fucking learn this time. Just hand it to Bijan Robinson and run him until someone stops you. Then try to, if you have to work Penix into the game and start working. But until then, fucking run Bijan Robinson. Run him into the fucking ground. Run. Oh, his first pick, huh? Daniel Jones. Again, man, the Rams, that's a different game. Daniel Jones pass intercepted by Cam Curl. So hey, listen, it's going to happen. They were all the way down at their own 20-yard line, though. They got down to the Rams' 20-yard line. So the Rams get 1st and 10 from their own 20. So they were making a drive there. I know somebody's going to sit out there and scream, oh, typical Daniel Jones. I'm not there yet. Let's see what happens in this game. It was going to happen. He wasn't going to go all season without throwing a pick. That's not going to happen. So we'll see what happens. Hand off to Scatterboo, and it's a no gain on that one. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Giants as the clock is going to continue to tick as the Chargers have no timeouts. So let's see what the Giants do here and how they fuck it up. Because Brian Daboll will fuck it up because he's a piece of shit fuck up. Looks like the Giants hand off to Scatterbo. He's going to get about 2 yards. So it's going to be, they're only going to give him a yard there, so it's going to say 4th and 4 here. He got more than a yard on that one. That's a bad spot. So it's going to be 4th and 4. The Giants are going to get this clock all the way down to, they got 30 seconds on the play clock, so they'll bring it all the way down to about 30 seconds, call the timeout. Yeah, Crafty, we heard he got his first pick of the season. Tampa Bay, 2nd and 12 from the Philadelphia 40, 1:56 remaining in that game there at the 2-minute warning. Or just after the 2-minute warning now. I don't know. So the Giants take the timeout there with 30 seconds remaining. We have one timeout remaining. So all the Chargers have to do is get in field goal range, though. But again, this Giants coaching staff doesn't know how to call plays, especially in the red zone. They have no idea how to call red zone offense. And that's a problem. Like, Brian Daboll is a problem. Mike Kafka is a problem. This coaching staff as a whole, especially when we think about the defensive side of it, with Bowen. Everything about the Giants coaching staff is a problem. That is what is holding this team back. The Giants have talented players, but they are being held fucking back. They put 1 second back on the clock, so 31 seconds left. Giants punt. Scottish Hammer gets it away. That's going to be received at the 12-yard line. Chargers running back all the way to the 10. He's running across the field looking to catch the edge. He gets tripped up, and he's going to get to about the 16-yard line. 18 seconds now remaining on the clock. Baker and the Bucs, they've got 4th and 9 in their game. So here we go. Chargers, they need to get in field goal range. They have no timeouts. Herbert. He's in shotgun. Takes the snap. Steps back. Gets some pressure from behind. Throws deep over the middle. Incomplete. Quentin Johnston was the intended receiver. 13 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10. Here for the Chargers from their own 16. Tampa Bay unable to convert the 4th down. It is 1st and 10, Philadelphia. That game is all but over. As I don't think the Buccaneers have any timeouts. Well, they have 2, but the game's over. Tampa Bay had Giants take a timeout. Their final timeout here with 13 seconds. Crowd is loud there at the Giant HVAC unit at the Meadowlands. Some of the 4 o'clock games have indeed started. Jacksonville and San Francisco has started. Rams and Indianapolis has started on a Daniel Jones turnover where the Rams had it down at their own 20-yard line. It is now 1st and 10 from the Indianapolis 32. The Rams are moving the ball against the Colts. Lloyd says Giants are going to somehow fuck this up. I believe it. I believe it 100%. So let's see here. 13 seconds remaining. Herbert back. Looking to throw. Has all the time. Giants just playing prevent here. Gets it all the way up. Caught, but tackled inbounds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the New York Giants have won a fucking game. And not thanks to Brian Daboll, not thanks to fucking Mike Kafka, and not thanks to the defense of Shane Bowen. I honestly think it's just Jaxson Dart and just having somebody there that didn't fuck up like Russell Wilson. Get the camera off Russell Wilson, that piece of shit. Fuck him. Brian Daboll's hugging Jaxson Dart, getting ready to kiss him. He's like, you saved my fucking job. You saved my job. Fuck you. You should still be fired, you fat Ozempic sucking fuck. But the Giants win. The Giants have ended the Chargers' winning streak. They win. I forgot to move the possession arrow over to Chargers, by the way. That was fucking dumb. But it doesn't matter. Game's over. Giants win. Giants win. Giants win. I'm still not happy about it. Look at Brian Daboll. He's so happy. I don't get fired. I don't get fired. There's still Boomer Esiason is still going to say I'm a great fucking coach on WFAN. I'm still going to have some media people say I'm a great fucking coach, even though I suck dick. I'm a terrible guy. I don't know how to fucking call plays in the red zone. Neither does my offensive coordinator. Blah. In case you don't know where I particularly stand on that one. I agree with you, Lloyd. Giants got lucky, but a win is a win is a win is a win is a win. In the NFL, the Giants are still not going to make the playoffs. This might be the only win we have all year. We have to be able to learn how to call plays in the red zone, and that's only going to happen when we fire our coaching staff and actually get competent coaches here in the New York Giants facility. But John Mara is never going to allow that to happen. And so, again, it's going to be another mediocre year. But we're going to be – see, this is the problem with the Giants. They're going to be just good enough. They're going to be just good enough to where Mara is going to be like, I think we're on an upward trajectory here. The Giants project the trajectory. And I think we're going all right. So he's going to keep Brian Daboll. He's going to keep the same fucking coaching staff. He's going to keep Joe Shane. And we're going to be just the same mediocre piece of shit team. We're going to ruin that poor Jaxson Dart kid who's already fucking hamstring is probably holding on by a fucking, thread. We've lost Malik Neighbors for the year with a torn ACL because of the fucking MetLife turf. Like, it's just like, ta-da! Yeah, New York. Like, again, we won, but I'm still not. What is there to look forward to? There's nothing to look forward to here. There's no positive. Giants. This is actually worse. This is worse for the Giants because now we're not going to get rid of Brian Daboll. So, I mean, that's what it is. I know people are going to look and be like, "Oh, you're being real Frank the Tankish." Maybe that motherfucker's rubbed off from you. Not maybe it's not. Maybe it's just been 15 years of watching this fucking team and being pessimistic about them. But there's nothing positive still that comes out of this because watching this game, still way too many 26 total flags in this fucking game. Again, some of them were picked up, some were declined, whatever the case was, and obviously not all of them were against the Giants. But still too many flags. Still too many times where you had positive things taken back because of penalties, or too many things where there's something positive and the Giants do something to then fuck that up afterwards. Too many terrible play calls in the red zone. Like, it's just, yeah, we won, but it wasn't good. It wasn't efficient. It wasn't good football. It wasn't good football at the end of the day. So that's at the, yeah, we win, but it wasn't good football. Hampson says he just watched his team win and throwing a fit. Yeah, I am because again, it was bad play calling, and there was like I didn't like the Giants should have won this game 35-18. If probably like it should have been 35-13. Like, that's what this game should have been. Looking at how it went and seeing how the play. No, you don't just enjoy it. Hamster, you can't just sit there and say, "Whoa, yay, we won," and then act like, everything is fine and everything's hunky-dory. No, you have to be able to see the problem. And the problems are still there. And listen, we beat a good team. Jaxson Dart, when the ability for him to shine. He's shown. He was shining. He was shining, sha. It was great. But they also put in play calls, and they had play calls there for him that just didn't make sense, especially in the fucking red zone. And I think that's the problem. That's what we have to look at. That's what we have to discuss. Is that he's in this area, in the red zone, the Giants still are having terrible play calling. So, yeah, we were able to win. Despite our coaching, despite the play calling, the Giants were still somehow able, by hook or by crook, to win this game. And we won the game by 3. We should have won it by 17, if we're being honest. 14 to 17 points the Giants should have won this game by. And that's because, again, we got into the red zone and we couldn't convert these opportunities. We had We had the one goal-to-go situation that ends up with no points. Again, because of poor play calling. We settled for field goals in other places where we should have gotten touchdowns. Hey, so this team is not going to the Super Bowl. So that's no. If this team was playing smart, good, efficient football and well-coached, well-called plays in this football, yes. But that is not what is happening here. Philadelphia Eagles, they win the game 31-25. There was I guess they kind of garbage timed the safety there so that they just kind of ended the game, whatever the case was. Yeah, so that only matters to bettors out there. Not that it matters because the Eagles still won by more than 3.5, so they were favored, I guess, at that point. So Eagles win. They beat Tampa Bay, although Tampa Bay made a hell of a comeback effort. That game was a blowout in the first half. So again, the Eagles looking like, oh, they're going to put all the questions to bed. Not quite. Not quite. They still are having problems closing out games. They are really, honestly, one of the more questionable I guess you could sit there and say, I'd rather be a questionable 4-0 team than a questionable 1-3 team like the Giants are. But like I don't see the Eagles being that great. You know, again, because you had your foot on their throat and you let them get back in the game. So that's another problem. If I'm an Eagles fan, I'm like, maybe not great. Again, we had the blowout. Tennessee got shut out. We had back-to-back shutouts in 2 weeks. It's hard to get shutouts, and both of them were hamsters teams. Last week, the Falcons got shut out, but then they won this week against Washington. And then you had Tennessee, who were like, I think they can go down to Houston and win. Nope, they get shut out. My picks this week, I missed the first 2 games because I thought I had picked them. I didn't. And so that's 2 losses there. And then I got so many other losses here. I picked the Chargers. That's a loss. I picked Washington. That's a loss. I picked Tampa Bay. That's a loss. This is a fucking devastating week for your boy King in the picks. So that's not going well. But all right, let me get out of here. We will. I was thinking about doing a Baltimore game. I don't think I'm going to do the Baltimore Kansas City game, but I will see you tonight for the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. ELS, you better be in here with bells on to watch your Green Bay Packers take on the Dallas Cowboys as Micah Parsons comes on home. And come on home, coming home. There's a lot of come. There's some in the home. I don't know. But that is where we're going to be for tonight, starting at 8 o'clock. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. I will see you tonight at 8 o'clock.